Welcome all participants to learn more about the agriculture through online seminar organized by farmlearning.com. My name is Vaibhav Pandit. The topic is course available in agriculture science for graduation and admission process, eligibility, fellowship and scholarship. So, what after the intermediate 12 standard or 10 plus 2? How student will get admission in BSc agriculture after intermediate or 10 plus 2 or 12 standard? People don't know how they get admission. They don't know about the what are the entrance exam. Through this exam they should get admission. They will get admission in the BSc agriculture. They know only about the medical science and engineering entrance exam. So we will see how candidate will get admission in the BSc agriculture, which are the entrance exam. So to get admission in BSc agriculture exam, candidates should appear for state entrance exam and ICAR entrance exam. So BSc agriculture is the professional 4-year professional degree, is a 4-year professional degree. So to get admission in the BSc agriculture, candidates should appear for state entrance exam and ICAR entrance exam. Some criteria is there to appear for state entrance exam and ICAR entrance exam. So we'll see state about the state entrance exam. To appear for the state entrance exam, candidates should get biology course in their 12th standard. Means physics, chemistry is compulsory, biology is the optional with other subject. But those students or those candidates want to come in agriculture, this types of candidate or this candidate should take biology course in the 12th standard. So state entrance exam will fill only 85% of the total seat. State entrance exam will not fill 100% seat agriculture seat. They will fill only 85% of the total seat. We'll see what are the criteria, eligibility criteria, qualification. So they will appear for the state entrance exam. So candidate must complete their 10 plus 2 or other course which is equivalent to 10 plus 2. Those candidate will complete their 10 plus 2. They should get at least 50% marks. If the candidate belong to general category, OBC category, UPS category or EWS category, they should get 50% marks in their 10 plus 2. If the candidate will belonging to the SC, ST, transgender and PWD category, they should get at least 40% mark. If the candidate will stuck in the compartment and supplementary exam, such types of candidate will not eligible for the state entrance exam. So those candidates uh, want to do this entrance exam. So his age at least 16 years old. So if the candidate will fit in this 4 criteria, will be appear for the entrance exam. Other than he or she will not appear for the entrance exam. What are the entrance exam will taken by university or state? We'll see. Assam will not take any entrance exam to get. Assam will not take any entrance exam for BSc agriculture. The number 1 in bracket indicating the one agriculture university in Assam. If the number is 4, means 4 agriculture university in this state. So in Andhra Pradesh, the state will conduct Andhra Pradesh EAMCET. E means agriculture, E means engineering, A means agriculture, A means medical, C means combined entrance test. So Andhra Pradesh will conduct this exam. Through this exam, candidate will get seat in BSc agriculture. BR will conduct BCE, BC. Gujarat will conduct Gujarat CET. Haryana, in Haryana, one agriculture university. This university will conduct entrance exam. Himachal Pradesh Agriculture University will conduct university entrance exam. Jharkhand board will conduct JCCEE entrance exam. Through this exam, Jharkhand candidate will get seat in BSc agriculture to their own state. Karnataka state will conduct CET by CET exam conducted by Karnataka Examination Authority. In Karnataka, total 4 universities are there. In Kerala, CET is conducted by Government of Kerala. in Madhya Pradesh, two agriculture universities are there. To get admission in the agriculture university, candidates should qualify pre-agriculture test, which is conducted by Professional Examination Board, Bhopal. Maharashtra state have four agriculture university. To get admission in this four agriculture university, student or candidate should qualify NEET and MHCET exam. In Orissa, one agriculture university, this agriculture university conduct an university entrance exam. Through this exam, Orissa candidate or Orissa student will get admission in this own agriculture university. Rajasthan state will conduct JET. Tamil Nadu state will not conduct any exam. Based on their 10+2 marks, they will give admissions to the Tamil Nadu state. The Telangana state will conduct TS, EM, A. The Telangana state will conduct TS, EAM, CET. Uttar Pradesh state will conduct UPCA, TAT exam. So this exam is conducted by a particular state. Through this exam, candidate or student will get admission in the BSc Agriculture. So Bihar candidate will not get admission in the Andhra Pradesh state through state entrance exam. For this, if the Bihar student want admission in the Andhra Pradesh, he should qualify national level entrance exam. He will not get admission through state university exam, state or university exam. When counseling will start and how it will start means counseling will be in 4 steps. First counseling, second counseling, third counseling, and fourth counseling. Mostly counseling will start after 1 month of result. So result after 1 month of result, they will prepare merit list or based on the rank, they will call for counseling. First counseling, second counseling, and third and fourth counseling. So people should know about the syllabus. What are the syllabus for the that entrance exam? Mainly 4 subjects. Mainly student or candidate should know the information about these 4 subjects, that is physics, chemistry, biology, and agriculture. Candidate and the student, they know the information of physics, chemistry, and biology. They don't know the agriculture, about agriculture. They should study separately for agriculture. So the agriculture student will get any type of scholarship or not. So state will give scholarship to SC, ST, and OBC student, not to other student. Based on their financial and social status, state government will give scholarship to the agriculture student. So next one, the ICR will conduct AIEE exam. This is the national level exam conducted by ICR. ICR is a separate body. And the ICR is long form is Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Under the ICR, all university will work. So ICR along with ICR with the help of NTA, they will conduct exam. So NTA is the National Testing Agency. They will conduct computer-based exam. We'll see the pattern of national level ICR exam or AIEE exam. So we'll see the exam will be in 2 languages. One is English, another in the Hindi. Total 150 question will ask in the exam. So each question have 4 marks. If the candidate will do one wrong question, 1 negative mark will deduct from total score. So this is a pattern. So student or candidate will get syllabus respective to this exam on the website www.icr.org.in. The syllabus mainly they should study about 4 subjects. One is the physics, chemistry, biology, agriculture. So what is eligibility criteria and qualification? So candidate can be appear to AIEE exam. So the candidate should qualify or should pass. He or she should complete 10+2 or other course which is equivalent to 10+2. So candidate must be have more than 15% marks if the candidate belonging to the OBC, UPS, EWS category. If the candidate belonging to the SC, ST or PW category, he should get at least 40% marks. If the candidate will get less than 50% marks, is belonging to the general OBC and UPS and EWS category, is not eligible or the appear for the entrance exam. If the candidate belonging to the SC, ST, Challenger and PWD category, he will get marks less than 40%. He will not appear for the national level entrance exam or state level entrance exam. So this 2 point is very important. If the student will be stuck in the compartment or supplementary exam, he will be not appear for the national level, state level entrance exam. He should complete their 10+2 exam. If the candidate will already completed 10+2, he took 1 year gap because of some reason, he will be also appear for the entrance exam. Those people are appear for the entrance exam, his age should be 16 years. At least his age, candidate age for state or national level exam is 16 years old. If the candidate will fill, if the candidate will fit in this high criteria, they are appear for the national level, state level entrance exam. So these are the top agriculture universities: GPB Pant, University of Agriculture and Technology, Professor Jaishankar Telangana State Agriculture University, Punjab Agriculture University, Tamil Nadu Agriculture University, University of Agriculture Science, Bangalore, University of Agriculture Science, Dharwad, Jawaharlal Nehru Agriculture University, Jawaharlal Nehru Krishi Vishwavidyalaya, Orissa University of Agriculture and Technology, Banaras Hindu University, Central Agriculture. These are the top agriculture universities in the India. So these universities present in different states. So GP Pant University of Agriculture and Technology, located in Pantnagar, Uttarakhand. This university is conduct university entrance exam. So, so through this exam, GP Pant University will fill 85% of the total seats. Only 15% seat will fill by ICAR exam. So ICAR only fill 15% of the total seat. But some central universities there. In this central university, ICAR will fill 100% seats. Means in Banaras Hindu University, Central Agriculture University, and Dr. Rajendra Prasad Agriculture University, located at Bihar. So in this three university, ICAR will fill 100% seat through ICAR exam. Then counseling will start and how it will be. So counseling is online. So based on ranking, they will call for counseling. They will call for counseling. So first counseling, second counseling, third counseling, and fourth counseling. There are 4 counseling will be in ICAR or national level. So first counseling, they will, based on ranking, they will call for first, second, third, and fourth counseling. Then ICAR will give any type of scholarship to the student or not? Yes, ICAR will give national talent scholarship to the student if he will qualify exam, if he will get admission to the university, if he will get admission to other state university, then he will get national talent scholarship. In national talent scholarship award, ICAR will provide 3,000 rupees per month to the student. Then why to choose agriculture? What is the importance of agriculture? Why? What are the opportunities in the agriculture? See, in who will complete graduation in agriculture, they have a lot of opportunity. Private sector and government sector. In government sector, who will complete, candidate will complete graduation, he will appear for agriculture officer. Or those will complete PhD, he will appear for agriculture scientist. So through agriculture, in agriculture, he will complete graduation, PG or PhD, he will get government job. If the in a private sector also, a lot of opportunities there in different company, fertilizer company, herbicide company, pesticides company, and seed industries also. So now more focus on the agriculture business management. So if the student will get degree, BSc degree, the government is giving license to the student, so he can develop his own business. Other than this thing, those students want to, or they have more attraction to the civil service, public service, or public civil service, or public service like IS, IPS. Definitely, this such types of students should come to agriculture after intermediate. If the student will come to agriculture, if they will take agriculture, BSc, they will have lot of, means they will complete their main syllabus here. Means in the IAS or IPS exam, the exam will be in 3 steps: pre, main, and interview. If the student will complete the graduation in agriculture, they will take agriculture as option in main exam. So they will complete in 4 years agriculture main syllabus. So they have only to study about the pre-exam. So if the student will be taking agriculture, they will complete BS Agri, they will get benefits in this public service exam. Thank you to listen this seminar. All the best, all participants. Thank you.